So in 2016 with the Cavs, you won that championship.
Uh-huh.
What was the most memorable part of that season? Because you balled out that season, I ain't gonna lie.
The most memorable part is probably halfway through there after we did the coaching change. We had moments in that locker room where, like, me, Kyrie, Joy, we all we like, bro, I don't know if everybody like all the way like each other. Like, I think this is kind of dysfunctional.
Yeah, but I tell people all the time, all that hanging out together, that's a myth. All about respect. You remind me of a player that helped me win my 4th championship. I don't talk about it a lot. I'm going to talk about him today. James Posey.
Word.
Because y'all had the same kind of...
Post, my dog. He was with us.
You know what I'm saying? Same kind of, you ain't going to punk you. You ain't going to punk him. And when I need a bucket, it's I ain't going to lie, sometimes when I get double, of course I'm looking for Cole.
Yeah.
Not that day. Of course I'm looking for D-Wade. UD is going to hit that shot. But everybody, but if I see Post, he get
real talk.
So that's what you remind me of. But I hate when the outsiders think you have to like each other. You have to respect each other.
We was dysfunctional. I felt like we was hanging out in like little groups. I was like, bro, I don't like, we got a new coach. We can't get this thing on the right tracks. And then like maybe a month before that last week of games that we had, my bad.
I like that ringtone.
No, that's the service.
Yeah,
that's
I like that ringtone.
I don't let nobody get in that gate, so I gotta know. I don't care what's going on. Go through the do not disturb. But yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, bro, I don't think we could win with this type of dysfunction. But then that last month, it was like the practices, me, Kyrie, and Jordan like made it our business to like make Bron them hate us on the second team. Like, I'm talking about hate me, like saying anything to the man, like to the point where Bron, like we had Bron talking wild, like, and he usually just be trying to be sharp because he like, man, I done seen it all. Like, what are y'all? He really be like, y'all are some young boys. But he was like with it, like, and the practices got so intense. And at one point, we playing back and forth. And I'm like, bro, we really going at our first team. Like, and our first team killing, you know what I mean? But it's like, if our first team and second team is this vicious, like we had a different confidence rolling in that we ain't really tell nobody about. But the scary thing was right before that, I'm like, man, we might need a trade or something. Like, we ain't do nothing at the break, bro. Something might need to happen. I don't think this is going to work. But it was like, soon as the playoffs hit and we had to beat somebody 4 times, it was like everybody loved each other. Then all of a sudden, everybody wanted to know where each other eating afterwards.
Right.
Like, it was just naturally happening when the playoffs. So I think that was my favorite part, like realizing what actually has to happen to win a championship. Like, it don't have to be as pretty as people think. It ain't the media circus. It ain't none of that. It's like, can y'all go to war with each other, get each other sharp as y'all could be for that playoffs, and can y'all beat somebody 4 times? Like, that is just a beautiful formula when you get to be a part of it. Like,
that's what it's all about.
Man.
You mentioned 4 times. I mean, 3-1, you were part of something that is historic. Mm. And the image that I feel like everyone loves to use is LeBron with the sunglasses on, with the headphones on, when it says like no team has ever come back from down 3-1. And there's the clip of like Clay and them laughing about him and all that stuff. I was always curious before game 5, so you're down 3-1, was there any moment where he said something or something happened that you guys were like, we're going to do this. We're going to come back and win this in 7?
When we was on the bus, Bron basically was like, we going to go here, we going to win at home. After we win at home, that was going to put pressure on them, but they kind of don't even want to win it. They're going to want to win their last one and, you know what I'm saying, make it sweet. So either they get this one at home or we're going to automatically get 6 just because nobody wants to come back to Cleveland and do it. But what they not realizing, like, he just broke it down, like, the game mentally for them, like, we're going to win this game. I'm going to guarantee y'all we're going to win this game. Like, I don't care what we got to do. We're winning. And then when we get back there, and then that's what happened. Draymond didn't play.
That's right.
And we was like, everybody was like, wait a second, y'all lose superpowers when this man not around? Ain't no pointing at the sky no more. Ain't no tough guys. It ain't nobody tough on y'all team. Nobody want to fight no more. Like, all y'all completely changed. Their personalities changed. And we was like, that's it. Like, we gonna go at Draymond. Like, we just gonna make him feel like he getting jumped. Like, that's literally, we stopped talking to Clay. I didn't say a word to Clay, word to Steph. We was jamming him. We doing all the extra stuff, but any barking, it just felt like 5 people yelling at Draymond Green. And he frustrated all out, but we felt like we had a formula. But Bron turned around with us on that bus and was like, yeah, after we win this, now we know Draymond, oh, okay. We go back here, the pressure's on them to win. If they don't win, they know we gonna win coming back here. Like, I would never want to play game 7 after I blew a 3-1 lead. And he, like, once he played that mental into our mind, like, we started realizing, bro, write whatever y'all want, Joe. Like, we just not gonna let them score. If they can't hit a bunch of threes and they ain't pointing at the sky, we got a shot. And yeah, what Bron did at the end though, and then Kyrie, that's a little extra sauce for y'all. That wasn't even, I don't need, certain stuff like that ain't even supposed to happen. That's like a lot of people that y'all done ruin their careers. Like, y'all be sending people home that don't deserve to go home. I ain't gonna lie. They really had that game right, and Bron running that down and blocking that, like, that's certain stuff that is just like those no business situations. Like, you did everything right. You attacked the rim. You did it strong. Yeah. Y'all ran hard as wings. Like, y'all did a great job. Like, that's bravo. It's just dude 6'8", 260, and he touching the top of the glass.
Where were you on the block? Like, how did you watch it?
No. I was on the sideline. I was playing offense, defense. That's one thing. Like, people be doing this. They be like, oh, you was a great defensive player. I'm like, yeah, that's cool to the end of the game. And they got me and my dog subbing in and out. You know how heartbreaking it is for me and JR to never play at the end of a game because we got to come in for each other. Like, we both feeling like I could shoot. He like, nigga, I could defend. Like, but we pointing at each other. I got you. But during the playoffs, it was cool, though. During the playoffs, it was cool. We sprint off for each other during the playoffs. But other than that, we'd be like, damn, bro, it's a little disrespect to my game, but cool. But yeah, I'm sitting on the sideline, so I got clean front row seats. Like, I done got everything. I'm talking a ridiculous amount of too. I haven't shut up all game. I'm sweating, ain't been playing as much. You see what I'm saying? Like, all my heavy minutes was in the first half. By the time the fourth quarter came, I was in for special situations. You see what I'm saying? Like, I got to watch all that. Seeing Bron sprint, I seen him coming. We seen him do it plenty of times in practice, but he jumped down the middle where people don't realize. They don't really talk about it. Bro, the man could have did anything.
Yeah.
He jumped on both. He had his hands up on both sides. No matter what you did, brother. No matter what, you feel me? That's just somebody coming and saying no. Like, you got to go home, brother. Like, Andre Iguodala, you did a great job, man. Don't let nobody take nothing away from you, sir. I
always wonder, was it close to goaltending?
No.
Like,
man, when you
wasn't
see a man do that, that's
no, but Andre tried to lay it off the glass, right?
I don't know what he tried to do. He just didn't know.
Yeah. Like,
you had no shot to see a man hands on both sides.
We was at TNT and we was watching that block. We was like, no, he didn't just.
I'm like, why didn't I think of that? Yeah. I've never thought of that, to jump just ready for the reverse. Like, he was ready for that man to be, but that's what I say about playing in practice.
Right.
When you got to guard Kyrie.
All that. Okay. So
nervous as hell. Motherfucker gonna do something crazy on you. Yeah. Kyrie doing all type of stuff. He go forward on the left side of the glass, spit it this way, and it go in. I'm like, I done seen it all out of dudes. So, but to see Bron go up like this, I'm like, gang, like, people don't realize that man was in the air with both hands bent. Like, that's like,
that was crazy.
The picture is just crazy.
Now I'm thinking about you versus Kyrie in practice. And I'm just curious if there was ever a moment, a play, or a day where you looked at JR and went, this man is different.
Don't put it on mute. I know you live in the criminal area of Brooklyn.
No, I'm on Park Avenue right now.
I love it.
It's traffic,
love
and
it.
there's an ambulance. It's going to go this way for 20 minutes.
Me and Kyrie, I'd say never was it in practice. The times that it was after practice, because me, Kyrie, and Jordan had this thing where after practice we played ones, and we would do that all the way until T. Lou told us, like, all right, y'all got to chill out. I need y'all healthy. Get your reps in, stay sharp. And even then we were grown because we felt like us being able to do that, like when we got in games, it was just so, I was like, it's so easy to stay in front of somebody that's not Kyrie Irving. But he do this thing. You said, what was the toughest part? He does this thing where he will go to the baseline and he do the Michael Jordan where they turn their back and they shimmy. But Kyrie does it with a live dribble. And I don't know what it is with his breaks and how he stops, how he does it, but he played the angle to where I thought there's no way he could go past me. And he threw the ball behind my back and spun with no ball and got the ball on the other side and laid it up for game point. And you know what I mean? Like I felt dumb, but then I realized when I was guarding him, I realized Kyrie doesn't even react crazy sometimes because he's moving in advance. Like it's not he's not saying, I'm going to try this move. It's all creativity. So he don't really realize what he did to you. He just knows I have no more real estate. What can I do? And he's like, I see an opening. I'm going to throw it around him and then I'm going to spin so he reaches because he know Iman going to reach. And I reached and there was no ball and I was so confused. He got the ball on the other side, laid it up. I don't even think he used the glass. He just like let it go through the net for game. But he was like on some like, that's game. Like he was like sick of playing. He was tired. Like, that's game. Like I'm going to showers. Like, and I sat there looking at Swish like, you know, like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, scary. Like, but he do stuff like that where you start realizing even in games, this is not a cone drill. Like this is not, he hasn't worked on this. Like he's worked on each move individually, but when he's blending them all together, that is not rehearsed. Like there's no plan for that. Just put your seatbelt on, brother. Put your seatbelt on, try and stay in front.